Alright folks, so last time we took a quick preview of the new feature on the common test for patch 1.19, and that is the experimental equipment. So originally I thought this thing was like a field modification in terms of equipment. You get more potent stat at the cost of another stat based on this line right here. So experimental equipment will help you additionally increase the value of an important stat at the cost of another stat. So it's like field modification. So for example, a normal rammer will give you 10% reload speed bonus, whereas this thing will give you like 15% reload speed bonus at the cost of accuracy. So like field modification, right? It's not. It's more like half and half. So you get 5% rammer speed, but also you get like 5% bonus to accuracy. So kinda misleading, but whatever. But after reading this wall of text, there's a lot, and summarizing everything, here's a better summary of the stuff. So it's not field modification for equipments. It's not like you get a detriment but more potent of a stat. It's not like that. So it's more like half and half, or 70% to your accuracy as well as some other stat. So it's not exactly super broken, I guess, but it cannot be bought. Only gotten from like missions, events, holiday ops and stuff. So yeah, you'll get it from holiday ops, you'll get it for battle pass next year, as well as well-deserved rewards coming right up at the end of this month. But there are 3 levels, so you can upgrade. Components are only available for disassembling copies of the equipments or additional other equipments. So you can disassemble and then basically put the components all together into one higher level of a component. So basically you need 25 level 1s to make a level 3 practically. So like combining all the equipments together. That's what it means. But if you disassemble one, you get components. If you disassemble a higher tier one or higher level one, you get more components, but you're having a loss, right? Mathematically speaking. So yeah, don't disassemble level 3s or level 2s. It's not worthwhile, so net loss and ineffective practically. So you can demount them for gold normally, or if they're higher tier, you have to spend a stipend of components to demount them. So okay, but they do not receive bonus from dedicated equipment slots. So usually there are 1 for all the vehicles, and at higher tiers you get 2 for field modifications, but you get stuff like mobility or firepower or survivability, scouting, one of which, right? But this thing does not get a bonus from that. And I never knew this. Bond equipments as well as bounty equipments also do not get a bonus. I thought they do. No, they don't. That's unfortunate, but you cannot combine the multiple same main attribute of the normal equipment with the experimental equipment. So for example, the first line is the main attribute. So fire control system cannot get enhanced gun lane drive. So fire control system gives you a bonus to aim speed. You cannot mount this thing with enhanced gun lane drive. That's not allowed. But surprisingly, it's also confusing they could put vertical stabilizer, since that's the second attribute. Yeah, dispersion during vehicle traverse and movement. That's the same. So apparently the first attribute is the main one. They cannot combine 2 of the same thing together. That goes for the same with turbocharger and the mobility improvement system, because engine power is in the first line. At least that's what I'm getting from the wall of text, I guess. But there's no tier level distinction. You can put the same equipment on tier 5 for tier 10. It's the same, so there's no difference between the tiers. And there is a restriction based original, like I said, with the main attribute, yada yada yada. So kinda weird, but there's 3 of them for now. So fire control system, mobility improvement system, and survivability improvement suit. But I put all the stats together, so this is the tier 3 stat, not the tier 1 stat. So this is the max stat. Compare that to the original enhanced gun lane drive and vertical stabilizer, and you can see It's close to a basic enhanced gun lane drive, but you also get some dispersion bonus from it, like vertical stabilizer. Not as much from vertical stabilizer, of course, but I still think for a non-firepower slot that doesn't get the bonus of 11.5%, it's still a little bit better to get this thing than the enhanced gun lane drive. I mean, 9% is close to 10%, but you're also getting like half of the bonus from vertical stabilizer, so it's still pretty decent. I mean, this thing is good for something like a large caliber gun on a medium tank, something like a WZ-120 at tier 9, so it has a long aim time and not that good dispersion, so this thing will be a little bit better than putting just vertical stabilizer, or maybe you could just add it with vertical stabilizer as well as the rammer together, so you get like 30% dispersion factor as well as the aim speed bonus. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad equipment. The second one is the engine boost, so I mean, it's 10% engine power compared to 7.5 without the bonus slot, so this thing is decent for heavy tanks if you're mounting something like the Riceroni, the Rhinoceronte, the Basante, or something of a medium heavy tank build like the Yo tank. So having engine power is good because they play more like a medium. But I mean, hull traverse dispersion, turret traverse dispersion is also good for snapshotting. So also traverse speed too. Yeah, this thing is also not half bad. It's good for heavy tanks, I think. Yeah, it's pretty decent for heavy tanks. So you might want to put like this thing and vertical stabilizer or vents and then a rammer practically. Or if you're playing autoloader, then you don't need the rammer, so you just put this thing in. And lastly is just a better improved hardening. So practically you have more health, more durability for your modules, and track health is more too because of the 70%. Also with the full repair too, so that's a combo. So track health is way more important than just track health bonus, and repair speed for the tracks as well as damage ammo rack and engine penalty. So it's like the medium tank thing, but this thing is still a lot better than improved hardening. I mean, all of these seems pretty good, but at the end of the day, it doesn't help you that much. It's not like plus 30% to aim speed or minus 50% to dispersion. That is way too goddamn god tier, right? That's super broken. It's not like that. So it feels like a more convoluted system to get you to buy these things or get components or just more ways of the same crap all the time. So yes, it's a different variety. You can play around with it, but I don't think the bonus or the change in stats will dramatically affect your playstyle. Not that much. It's not like you're giving 50% more horsepower per turn ratio. No, that's insane. It's not like that. So it's still in the same ballpark, but it gives wargaming a way to put fillers in your holiday ops or your mission tab, but it's still not half bad. It just makes regular equipment feels kinda sucky. Well, some of the time, but so I'll put all of these onto the forums and for you to look through. It's a lot better summary of what the hell they're trying to put onto the webpage. It's a gigantic wall of text and not everybody has the time. So finally, for this video, cancel changes. Basically, after going through all the vehicles, they change the premium status of the KV-1S A. So what the hell is the auto reloader? There it is. So originally this thing was a premium, and originally this thing was a premium, but I am guessing they're going to put the KV-1SA as this year's well-deserved reward. So this thing got changed from a premium tank to just a normal tank, or just a normal special tank. So it's like the Super Chafee, Super Hellcat, T50-2 reintroduced, or the VK28 in a sense, with the 105, So this thing is no longer a premium. It has still the 5-round auto reloader, not the 6-round originally. Originally it was pretty busted if it's top tier, but and the KV1 or just KV tank has a long history in World of Tanks, so we might get this thing as this year's well-deserved reward. So I mean, it's still a tier 5, it's not like a Super Hellcat at tier 7, but it has a weird gimmicky gun. So hey, if it's OP, but if everybody has it, then it's not OP. I don't know how that works. If everybody has it, then nobody can complain. So if that's Wargaming's logic, then give me a Chieftain prototype or Chieftain hybrid, please. The T95 Chieftain. Just give me one too. Yeah, that would be great. And this vehicle also got changed. Originally it was a premium tier 9. Now it's a special tier 9. So the Object 283, practically a heavy tank for a medium tank, but this might be featured in next year's Battle Pass, like the Cobra or the Lorraine 50T in a sense, as well as the original ones. But it's a big boy. I already cover all these vehicles. I cover all of them, so the only vehicle that's left to be covered is the ones found in this patch. So I'll get to it, but there you go, folks. Looking forward to this year's well-deserved reward, as well as the holiday season, but this might be your final or the latest well-deserved reward candidate. So we got the, you guys mentioned the T50-2 was the original one, which I totally forgot about. With the original 2D, or not 2D, the SD skin, not the HD skin. So yeah, that's the original one. You got the Super Chafee next, I think, or was it the Super Hellcat? It's one of the which, but Super Chafee, yeah, with the practically T-37's turret, close enough. But Super Chafee, Super Hellcat, American. There's only 4 well-deserved reward, right? I have no idea. I totally forget which one we are on. This should be the number 5. That means it has been 5 years of them giving out a free tank each November. That's kind of insane. I mean, I like this thing, but it has no penetration at tier 7. I'm sorry, and no ammo at tier 7 too. You're going up against tier 9s like a Doom Turtle. Yeah, you're dead. And last year we got the VK, right? I totally forgot. Yeah, last year we got the VK with the 105 derp gun. So this year we're likely getting the KV-1SA, which is kind of busted if it's top tier, but then again it got nerfed from 6 shell to 5. Already covered all the changes, so yeah, 6 shell to 5, they nerfed the accuracy even more, 0.45, 0.43 with a 100% crew. That is not great, but low tier. It's a clown fiesta. So yeah, if it's broken, but if everybody has it, then it's not broken. So yeah, based on that logic, give me a T95 Chieftain, please. Well, there you go, folks. A summary of the weird, wacky experimental equipment. So hopefully that's more accurate representation of the stuff. But if I made a mistake, please let me know and I'll try to change it, or at least try to pin it on the forum posts. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.